And now, as a very special treat, our very special friend Jimmy is going to do what he loves most, grifting the elderly on the internet.
My mom says God has a plan for everyone. I guess I was plan B.
Oh.
Subscribe to Slampicat.
So Joe Biden is so poorly mismanaging this situation that he might collapse the dollar and our economy forever. And that's not hyperbole.
We should all be happy that we've got a strong economy.
This 1 month looks very strong. It looks like the economy is doing really, really well.
The United States dollar as the reserve currency of the world is going away. And it's not going to happen overnight, but it's on its way. Within 10 years.
Could the U.S. economy be doing too well?
Now a warning.
This video will likely contain lots of swearing and editing and clips out of context because it's biased as Jimmy Dore's new sponsor, Colonial Metals Group, wants to help you invest in
precious metals.
And coinky dinkley, Jimmy now thinks you should convert your retirement money to
precious metals.
Because
the stock market's going to crash again because it's been totally artificially inflated and they're just printing money left and right. And the petrodollar is going away and the American dollar is being a reserve currency of the world is also going away.
If you say so.
There's been 6 reserve currencies: Portugal, Spain, Netherlands, France, Great Britain, and now United States. So if the US dollar was replaced as reserve currency, then I'd say,
so what?
America existed before it was reserve currency and it'll exist after another country takes over.
Thank you for having me. Very excited to be here.
Where should I put my retirement money and why?
By money, he means the government-issued fiat currency you've exchanged for everything you've ever bought.
I like to think of gold and silver as a solution to a problem.
Would you clearly and concisely explain the problem, please?
No, I won't.
Gold and silver is absolutely your financial property. It's scarce, it's very hard to find, and that
is the reason why Paul wants you to invest in
precious metals
in exchange for fiat currency, aka dollars he says are worth
2.7 cents. The dollar today is worth 2.7 cents.
But you still want that measly 2.7 cents in exchange for your totally not investment advice services as stated on their website.
Interesting. Like it.
When you print money, you create inflation, and that makes your dollar that you have in your pocket worth less than it was yesterday.
If we had too much money in circulation, the dollar would not be worth $1.05.
What are you really willing to trust when you lay your head down at night and go to sleep?
Yeah, you're going to trust the government money that's bought you everything you have, or some guy that wants worthless money for non-investment advice in
precious metals.
I don't have any faith whatsoever in this government, this economy.
Is that so?
I did get some
treasuries because they're paying right now.
What's that mean?
Treasury securities are one of the safest investments as they are backed by the full faith and credit of the U.S. government.
The dollar is worth $1.06 right now. Think about that.
The US dollar index is used to measure the value of the dollar against a basket of 6 foreign currencies. The value of the index is a fair indication of the dollar's value in global markets.
2.7 cents. The dollar today is worth 2.7 cents.
Are you sure about that?
That's bullshit and wrong.
There is a crash coming.
Now, I've been saying this, and it is coming. It's obvious. And so it was validated by one of the top Wall Street guys.
Sadly, top Wall Street guy couldn't be on the show to explain this
terrifying fact that's definitely going to happen.
With Middle East anxiety still brewing in the background, the red-hot U.S. retail readout for March has underlined the sheer strength of the economic expansion there and is supercharging the dollar around the world.
But it is coming.
And I'm not smart enough to know all the different financial shenanigans that they've been pulling.
No shit.
But he was, and he explained it to me and so...
You're going to tell us what top Wall Street guy said.
Why? Why would I do that?
Because you trust top Wall Street guy and want to inform us why we should pay Paul for his expert's help.
Just this last week in Maui, I talked to one of the top financial guys, and he validated everything you said.
It really is a shame you're top financial guy
and
top Wall Street guy couldn't be on the 25-minute advert for your
precious
metals. Yes, isn't it?
Do you want your retirement savings in paper or in metal?
Good question.
Me can't help wonder if there's something more useful than a shiny piece of metal I could invest in. I mean, sure, if society collapses, I could use the metal to pacify someone and steal their food, but I could also use a brick.
If you believe that America as we know it is getting ready to implode,
there is a crash coming.
Then gold is really not where you would put your money. You should put your money in water bottles of water, bullets, blue jeans, and gasoline.
practical things.
Because these utilitarian things are the first things that happen in a completely devastated society.
The only funnier thing than having a US dollar that's worth less is you having a certificate for a bar of gold thinking you're ever going to fucking get it. And it's stupid because in a nightmare scenario where the United States economy collapses and all of our like currency becomes worthless, I think you're better off having probably like ammunition and medicine as opposed to fucking gold. But hey, you know, that's just my opinion.
Because I'm putting my money, a lot of my retirement into metals, gold and silver.
I have a net worth of several $100 million, and I have zero invested in gold and silver.
The apocalypse is coming soon. Bury your gold. You've been buying gold, right?
I'm not telling people to put their money anywhere or do anything.
Yes, you are.
Call Colonial Metals, right?
Thank you.
And Colonial Metals is an advertiser on this show.
I get it. I don't like it.
Jimmy Dore speaks to his top financial guy to inform everyday Americans about the imminent threat to the economy.
After we put pressure on India all year long to stop buying Russian oil, India just signed a one-year contract with Rosneft to buy 3 million barrels of oil a month, paying rubles, not dollars.
That's bad news for the United States. That means the rest of the world is starting to trade in different currency besides the U.S. dollar. And so why is that so important? I'll try to make it as brief. Well, maybe you could explain it better.
I love how he stops himself and defers back to the sex pest about this imminent threat that affects hundreds of millions of people, apparently, instead of asking his top financial guy to explain it.
This is a disaster for the United States.
America produces an average of 4.7 billion barrels of oil per year. That's billion with a B for brain-dead bullshitting bastards. The 36 million barrels India's buying from Russia is a mere 0.75% of the US yearly production of oil. So, like the convicted defender said,
be afraid
that the US economy that's 14 times bigger than Russia's is going to crumble under the mighty power of the fucking ruble. Please start comment with password so I know you watched.
Like the bloody video.